Alright guys, Wednesday, September the 20th, and we're just coming up to 6 p.m. and just about ready to start our road trip. I think I've got everything packed. We got the TR out on the road, just about ready to go. So we got about a 1,000-mile journey ahead of us. That's both ways. So we got about 500 miles. We figure probably 450 miles down to Hershey. I'm sure there'll be some driving around at Hershey. So I'm going to add all that up. It's probably going to be just over 1,000 miles by the time I get back home on Sunday. So our first stop tonight is in a little place called Clarkson, Ontario. I'm staying with a buddy of mine, John, who's got a Honda S2000 and who will be traveling down to Hershey with me as my part of my support group. And then we're going to head out from Clarkson tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. and we're going to head down to a place called Bradford, Pennsylvania. We're going to meet a bunch of other cars and have a quick brunch lunch there, and then head on down to Hershey. So we expect to be in Hershey tomorrow afternoon, probably around 2 or 3, barring any difficulties along the way. So gonna get on the road. We got to get some gas and then we'll be on our way. Hopefully we don't get too much rush hour traffic on our way to Clarkson. That's about an hour and 15-minute drive for me for today. Like I said, we'll stay overnight there and then head in the morning pretty early and cross the border. Alright guys, we'll take some video along the way and during the weekend, and we'll try to do a daily vlog out of it. Alright, see you later. See you then. Alright, we made it to our first stop, Clarkson Village. It's starting to get dark, so good timing, and we'll turn this off before we get stopped. Alright guys, about 5:30 on Thursday morning. We're just getting ready to hit the road. Got a free car wash courtesy of the sprinkler system, so we just had to dry that off quickly. So we're almost all packed, ready to go. Check the oil again, everything's good. Battery's on, fuel's on, so we're getting ready to crank it up. We got a little bit of a foggy windscreen this morning. Might see a little fog on the road. We're going to stop at a gas station before we head out of town, and then we're on our way to Bradford, Pennsylvania for our meetup. Alright, that's it for now guys. Take some video on the road. Alright, we're on the road, top up, back window down, sharing the road with these big huge trucks and dump trucks in the dark. Not my favorite kind of thing at the moment, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, just heading towards Niagara Falls. Sun's just starting to try to peek through the clouds, burn off some of this fog. We're cruising along at about 110k an hour, about 2,600 RPM, not too bad. So we've got just a short little ways to get to the border. And once we cross the border, we'll switch over to miles an hour on the GPS, and we'll take a little more video. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that. How's that for a nice picture in the morning? The sun coming out through the clouds, from behind the trees, and burning off the fog. We're driving right into the sun. Alright, we're in the US. Cruising along here, Highway 219 south. I lost my buddy John for a little bit going through Buffalo. They had a couple lanes closed down, so the traffic was horrible. So I was stressing a little bit about overheating and having to two-foot it, use the emergency brake. But we made it through. Everything's good. Trees are starting to change down here too. So onwards and upwards. Just on a nice little stretch of highway just outside of Ellicottville, New York. This is the kind of road that I like. It's a little bit twisty. We got some nice scenic areas that we're traveling through. So yeah, it's a little more civilized for an old British roadster. The trees are a little ahead of us down here actually. More coloring than what we have up there. It's a little surprising. And just for the fun of it, we'll throw a little fog in. It's pretty thick in areas. It's just outside of Ellicottville. Temperatures dropped probably by about 10 degrees. It's pretty chilly. I'm glad I've got a sweatshirt on. I'm on 219 South, just outside of Bradford, PA. It's got to be one of the worst highways I've ever been on. It's so bumpy. There's paved all over the place. Pretty rough ride. Almost feels like I got a flat tire, or I'm riding a horse, one or the other. Alright, we met up with Skip and Karen in his TR250. Just had a really nice breakfast in Bradford, PA. And now we're on our way to Hershey. We're going to stop for gas in about 20 miles or so, and then probably make 2 stops before we make it to Hershey. Here we go. Yeah, pretty nice little road we're driving on now. Nice canopy of trees on either side. Going up a hill, so you got that nice exhaust note happening. I'll just take you along for the ride. It's Friday morning. I think it's about 8 a.m. and we've got some of the cars here in the parking lot. Not all of them. A lot of them are parked around by their rooms. We've just watched the TR6. I did have one issue to repair from my road trip yesterday, and I've got a turn signal out on the rear. So fortunately in my spares pack I have a new bulb, so we're going to repair that this morning. Other than that, the car ran fine. I'm happy to report. I'm going to turn the idle up a little bit. We ran into some pretty bad traffic in certain areas, and a little difficult with the idle being so low, having to drive with 3 feet. Anyway, we'll come back a little later on in the day. Alright, a little more action in the parking lot now. Everybody's just going to get gas, getting ready for the poker run this morning that starts at 11. We've got our members meeting at 10. So everybody's just going to get fuel like I'm just about to do. So I thought I'd just take you for a quick run through the parking lot. See what we've got so far. A few polishers out here this morning. So this is the 6-pack Triumph TR250 and Triumph TR6 Club of America. And this is called the Trials, and we're in Hershey, Pennsylvania. We've got a few non-TR6s. This is my buddy's Honda S2000. We've got a TR7 over there, and we've got a TR8 over here. Baconator. And I believe this is automatic. Yep. Don't see those very often. Automatic and fuel injected, I think. So from all over the place, we got New Jersey here. We've got next to Ohio, Illinois, another Illinois. Love the license plate on this one. How do you like that? Nice 6. Pretty aggressive looking one. Alright, ready to go get some gas. Alright, just lining up for the poker run, and apparently we're off. Alright, just had a nice lunch, and we're on our way to pick up our second poker card. Got a beautiful royal blue TR6 in front of us, and a nice BRG 250 in front of that. And some nice roads, lots of tree canopy, some nice twists, lots of hills, so we're in our element. Just had our second stop for our second poker card. We're on a nice little tree-lined twisty road. And we're at the fourth stop for the poker run. And we just got some departures. TR4, the Surrey top, here's the TR8, 250. 7.